Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a GSL replay from Group C. From GSL 2023 Season 1, it's going to be Dark and GuMiho. Here on Gresvan, top left, going to be Dark, and at the bottom right, going to be GuMiho. I know that GuMiho is not ranked as high as Dark on the Oligulac rankings, but I kind of feel like his offbeat style should give Dark a good game. And yes, I am casting GSL replays because they're releasing them now at the $10 a month Patreon benefit. Patreon perk? I think it's a perk they call it. So yeah, GSL on Falcon Paladin's StarCraft 2 channel. Whoever would have thought they would see the day. Hatch first in it here is Dark. Not concerned about proxies here from GuMiho, and it's going to be a command center first here from the Red Terran player who likes to mech and likes to do weird stuff, man. Woof! Gresvan is a good map for macro games. Terror the Overlord scouting out. His cousin Barry the Overlord scouting it as well, checking for proxies. But again, it's a command center first, and Dark has no way to punish it. Maybe punishing it blindly by going pool first. But other than that, unless you drone scout, which Zergs are super reluctant to do, this is how you get away with it. And from the Terran perspective. Alright, so we've got double gas. We've got ourselves a barracks coming up here. I kind of feel like this is going to be a mech play here from GuMiho. Or maybe just a little bit of some bio and then a conversion into mech play. Nice little transition. Eh? Boom, boom. That's going to be a Reaper first, right? If you don't do a Reaper, then, I don't know. The Zerg players sometimes get suspicious. Like, what are you doing? If you're not making a Reaper today, what is your plan exactly? And it's like, well, I'll have you know it's going to be tanks and Thors and Hellions and Hellbats and stuff. Third hatch. Ooh, is that a third hatch? Nah, it's a standard third hatch timing. No big deal. Actually, delaying gas a tiny bit here for this. Gas was a little bit late on the saturation anyway. It's fine. So Dark gets this a little bit early, and it's a pretty early factory here, man. So Reaper moving out. This Reaper was submitted by Waldo. This is the Grim Snuggler, feared by all his opponents in StarCraft 2. He had a secret passion for teddy bears and would often snuggle with one before going on a mission. But woe to any who dared stain his favorite one with bloodstains. I don't know, man. Teddy bears with bloodstains is kind of a sad thing to think about. There are some implications there. Anyway, the Grim Snuggler is here. Thanks for submitting the name, Waldo. Boom, ba-dum, bum, bum. A few lings out. Just, you know, just in case it's a couple Reapers. You know, not a big deal. Not going to hurt your economy too much to have. Well, you know what? Is it just 4 lings? I thought it was another set. Never mind. It's 4 lings. Everything's fine here from Dark. He didn't do anything out of the ordinary whatsoever. Hellions, cool. Third command center and a starport coming in, so nothing indicating it's mech yet. Nothing here is setting off any warning bells inside my head anyway. We'll keep an eye on that. That production tab's going to help immensely. That's the kind of the cool thing about this whole standard opening, right? Is you're getting Hellions anyway as a Terran player, and the Zerg player expects Hellions no matter what your build is. And Hellions is a very Snuggler, get out of there, man. 1 kill, not bad. What do you get? Ling kill. Oh, that's right, we saw that. But yeah, like 8 Hellions showing up could still just be Marines, Marauders, Medevacs, and Widow Mines, right? Not a big deal. Or it could signal the, you know, that we're doing mech, but you just can't tell the difference unless you can see the number of factories and barracks up in the main base. It's a fake, it's a fake Banshee opening. Or this actually is more likely, I've seen this before, right? You make a Viking, and then you start a Banshee, and you just have Cloak running the whole time, because why not? All right, might as well get it started. It's an upgrade that takes a while, because it's a good one. And because it needs to give the enemy a chance to get some detection up, right? If Cloak was a 4-second upgrade, you'd see Cloak Banshee rushes all the time, and then everything would die. So, oh, did he cancel that? Oh, he did. He's getting a Banshee, and then he canceled the Cloak. Interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder what changed his mind there. That's kind of one of those things. I'm not a huge fan of player interviews. Like, I really don't care what players have to say after they win or lose a series like this. But I'm curious about that kind of stuff, right? Like, what did you see that made you cancel that Cloak? Or did you just change your mind on a whim? right? That wasn't based on any information necessarily. It was just you being like, on second thought, let's not get Cloak Banshees and say that we did, you know? It's not like it got scouted, right? Dark hasn't been in here at all. Dark has no idea what's happening inside this main base. But, ooh, there's more factories. Okay. Woo! We got some mech. We got some mech. We got some mech, and we got some mech. Cool. Raven coming in. Roach is in production. Roach is pretty good against smaller bunches of mech, like Hellions and Hellbats, and like Thor, and like Hellbats. But man, once it starts getting into giant mech with 1 million siege tanks and 1 million Thors, then Roaches just kind of explode before they get too close to anything. Is the problem. So that's when you need Ravagers. That's when you need Infestors for Neural Parasite or Abducts from Vipers. Like, you know. Dark knows how to handle mech. He's done it before a few thousand times. Although there was an era, I want to say a couple years ago, where, man, it seemed like Korean Zerg players were dying to mech left and right. They hadn't quite figured it out yet, whereas Serral and Raynor were just kind of easily handling mech whenever they came across it, even from Korean Terran players, right? But then they figured it out, and then mech fell out of style, and now it's just pretty much GuMiho who does it. So that's why I cast this GuMiho game. I was like, boy, I hope he mechs in this game. I really hope he doesn't go the standard Marine Marauder stuff. That is very exciting to cast and very exciting to watch. But at the same time, I just like the variety. I like that Zerg players can go for Roaches and Ravagers and Lings and Banes. I like that Protoss can go for Carriers. They can go for Colossus and Disruptors and Dark Templars and Immortals and Archons. Right? Variety is the spice of life. If Terran is just going Marine, Marauder, Widowmine, Medevac every game, it's just like, okay, guys. We get it. It's really effective. I know that mech isn't good enough for you guys to really feel comfortable going it. It's not your fault. It's just I want to see something different. Dude, is this a fourth? Dude, yeah, fourth base, man. GuMiho getting a fourth here at 6 minutes is kind of Zergy timing. Look at Dark's fourth. It's not even done yet. See? It's basically the same timing here. These Lings just kind of hiding in a corner. I don't know if they're going to try to run down and get into the natural base here or what, but they're being hunted by Hellions, and this is going to be a scout. Nope. Who checks all the way up in that corner? Not GuMiho. That's who. Oh, hang on. Oh, wow, all right. That sucked. Freelings! Free donated Zerglings! Excellent. Overseer comes in and says, okay, that's a Raven, and you're just, oh, yep, you're just tossing up 1 million more factories. Ooh, canceled construction on that one. That was neat. Nice snipe on that Changeling. Cyclone. Oh, dead Overseer. Great. So Overseer gets in, scouts the mech, knows exactly what's going on now. I don't think he did previously, so that's an expansion, right? Traditional mech. You can expand 1 billion times because it takes a while for the mech to get up to full strength. Thors take forever to build. Tanks take forever to build. Hellions are fast, but you can't really win with just Hellions. If it's race car mech, which it kind of is right now, and it could continue to be so, but that's a pretty early Thor and a bunch of tanks coming in if it's race car mech. So maybe it's a feint to make Dark think it is race car mech with a couple Hellions and Cyclones here, right? And then when he's ready for race car mech, then bam, traditional mech comes in. And you're not ready for that one. Ooh, I was not watching the production tab closely at all. Behold, Mutalisks. See them fly majestically through the wind. And forcing a liftoff on the fourth base of GuMiho is a Roach army. Muta's into the main base. You don't have turrets up. Oh, you do. One turret is up. And there's a Thor. Splashy damage. Excellent. Good little Muta spread here, though, but they got to back it out. Yeah, Roach Ravager does force a liftoff on there temporarily. Mutas are trying to take down this refinery. But Thor, okay, they're going to get the refinery, but trading a Muta for it doesn't... Oh, trading like 2 Mutas. Dude, Dark, be careful with your Mutalisks, good sir. Oh, man. If you want to see a lot of Mutalisks die, check out the Mid-Rank Madness game that I posted last Thursday, just a couple of days ago now, where, let's just say, like 100 Mutas died. Spoiler alert. If you like watching Mutas die because you hate Zerg, that's the game for you. 2 command centers at a time being produced. GuMiho says, yeah, man, I can macro as hard as a Zerg player can. Watch me. Yeah, I mean, this is so much Terran. I don't know about this from Dark. If you can dodge Corrosive Biles here as GuMiho, I think you're going to be okay. Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way. 2-2 for the mech coming in here, too. Siege tank, siege tank, siege tank, siege tank. And the value of these Mutas is just not going to be as high, right? Nice anti-armor missile down here as the Roach army comes into the third base and tries to get some damage done. I don't know about this. There is a lot of Zerg here. Roaches, Ravagers. They're gonna, man, they're gonna fight here with the debuff on them, which seems dicey as all get out, man. Dark pulling back. 9 SCVs died, but I think GuMiho has accepted these are just losses he's gonna have to deal with, right? Dark's gonna keep poking and poking and poking at him. Some SCVs are gonna die, but unless he loses like, oh, you know, 20, 30, 40 of them, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Behold the Nidus Network. Behold Adrenal under research. And Burrow coming into the Terran players, getting that +3 ship and vehicle plating upgrade at 10 minutes. That is some killer upgrades, man. And look at these roaches trying to fight against the race car mech portion of this mech. Roaches are bad at this. Okay, but like a million roaches and ravagers coming in. Anti-armor missile, again, gets tossed down on the southern group. The northern group managed to avoid that because they were next to the southern group, and that's what anti-armor missile does. It's all splashy. Woof! This is interesting. 3-3, man. 3-3 mech from GuMiho coming in. Our Zerg players that working on +2 melee. And it's going to be an upgraded advantage here for the Terran. Yeah, this is where you kite, right? Standing and fighting against this not going to work. Another fantastic anti-armor missile. I don't know if the Raven died for that. Somehow the Raven is still alive. I don't know how. There's mutas running around out here. He did end up making... Oh, he did have a Banshee. That's right. Yeah, the Raven's just here. The mutas haven't been chasing it down at all. No Ravens have died here today, and there's like been 4 or 5 anti-armor missiles already, which seems crazy to me. Pathogen glands coming in, as well as a greater spire somewhere. That's the thing. Where is this spire, and why is it not? There it is, in the natural base. Cool stuff. Cool, cool stuff, bro. So GuMiho has an idea to expand twice, but Dark is pressuring so hard with this Roach Ravager army, I'm not sure it's going to work out for him. Banelings getting added to the composition for the first time today. Yep, no Banelings at all. 10 mutas have already died. That's super fun. And in fact, all the mutas are dead. They just don't have a ton of value when there are this many Thors out, Cyclones out, turrets out, you know. Group of Lings just gets, again, sacrificed to the Hellions. This is a bit of an ambitious expand here from Dark, but he's going to at least chase the mech army away. Not enough Cyclones in that group to actually, you know, lock onto every one of these roaches and obliterate them, because it's not race car mech. It's like a hybrid race car traditional mech here with all the siege tanks and Thors running around. Maybe that's what the battle mech is, that Tasteless and State were calling it when they see this kind of thing. I do like the idea of there being different names for different mech styles. It's very cool. Yeah, the nice thing about mech is the games get weird, man. Good corrosive vials on the tanks, decent hits there. And this is the power of the mech. You get maxed out, you got 3-3, it's time to go. You dodge some corrosive vials, you do some splitting. Your siege tanks, maybe you don't even siege them up at first. Okay, that's a couple siege tank hits. But once you siege up, it's pretty much go time. Tank down, tank down, tank down, and Dark. Wow, up a ramp through a narrow choke, just absolutely crushes that. Okay, so Dark says, you know, maybe you don't really need a ton of spellcasting to defeat a meching Terran player in 2023. Maybe you just kind of show up with a bunch of roaches and ravagers and crush through and kill all their tanks. I don't know. I mean, there are infestors here, but I didn't see any neural parasites go down. I didn't hear any go down either. I didn't see any fungals. So the spellcasting has been nothing, although they keep making them. Like, Dark keeps making those. Ooh, good scout on the Dropper Lords here. Hellions, just standard running around trying to kill stuff, play by them. You want to be active with your Hellions if you're meching. That's been the case since mech was invented for StarCraft 2. I mean, look, mech was invented in Brood War, but the StarCraft 2 variety has been around for a very long time now, too. And you just have to do this. You have to be sending Hellions around, slowing the Zerg player down a little bit. But only 1 drone has died today and 0 hatcheries. So that's not going to wait. That's not a way to do this. Yeah, like I said, the Dropper Lords were totally scouted. So GuMiho is not caught by surprise here at all. And in fact, that Thor has 7 kills. And in fact, that Overlord doesn't get out either. Yeah, I'm really surprised Dark decided to go through with that. I felt like for sure that he would recognize that the Dropper Lords got scouted and then be like, maybe we don't go for it. Fusion Core coming in. Okay, maybe some battle cruisers in the future. More Thors getting produced. Nidus coming up at the front. The Broodlords are here because the Broodlords, we saw that Greater Spire coming in and the Corruptors in production tab too. So this is a great angle to harass this base from. Whether you got siege tanks down here, Broodlords up here, doesn't really matter. Really tough to deal with. The Thors can't engage all that well because they can't get up into this mineral line. They're too fat to fit in there. Dark is really putting the screws to GuMiho right now. Corrosive Vials landing on the Liberators. Liberators getting some hits, though. Neuroparasite on a Thor. I think maybe just... Yep, there we go. Oh, just a second there, but more Neuroparasites are coming down. Corrosive Vials landing. Thor's attacking Thor's. Brother against brother here. Oh, maybe attacking that Liberator would be cool. Never mind. Corrosive Bile took care of that. 186 to 166 supply. Dark does not have a ginormous army, but it's done a lot of damage. The Neuroparasite was huge after all. Dark, yeah. Here's the thing. Dark's army is going to die, but he can make 14, 15, 37 roaches at once. And the mech takes a while to get up those big ticket items like the Thors and the siege tanks again. So, Front Nidus dies. Backup Front Nidus is here, though. More Liberators added here. Advanced Ballistics coming in for distance. Oh, free roach donations. Oh, that was just bad micros that was. I guess Dark said everybody come over here. And that roach just took a bad pathing angle, which makes a lot of sense. Corrosive Vials, beautiful. Catching the command center and the SCVs trying to repair it. Just sniping that base. That is some good stuff with a 3 attack on the Roaches and Raptors. They only have +1 armor, but they're squishy anyway. Not really a priority, right? Yeah, Dark 103 to 66 army supply. The cost efficiency of mech is good, but I do not believe it is this good. Oh, Dark. Oh, Dark. Yeah. So, yeah, very interesting. Dark, no abducts, no lurkers, just Roach, Ravager, Broodlord, little Neuroparasite in the mix. And he is doing fine. He's up 179 to 118 supply. Worker count, woo, through the roof right now. Resources lost, 32,000 for Dark, 28,000 from GuMiho. See you later, Liberator. See you later, third base. Is there enough mech here to handle this? I don't know. This is a ton of Ravager. That +3 attack is getting some serious work, and every tank that sieges up just eats Corrosive Vials immediately. Like, this is the reaction time of a world champion, Dark, coming in here, just not messing around. The Ravagers are powerful as a result. 31 SCVs have died over the last couple of minutes here. There's this upper right side base from GuMiho. He's expanded up in this area too, but look at this one Broodlord. I think it was State that said, this is revenge for all the times a Liberator shows up on a Zerg base. Just one Liberator and shuts down all the mining. It's one Broodlord shutting down all the mining. The tables have turned. Oh no, a Thor. Run! Broodlords are a little bit faster in the current patch. And Thors outrange them, so... GuMiho trying to mule up, trying to get his income back down to somewhere favoring him, maybe for a minute. But Dark's just remaxing. He's up 198 to 128 supply. This is go time, and this might not win it, but dude, every time a tank dies, every time a base has to lift off, every time SCVs are retreating for their lives, it's just another step closer here from Dark. And I mean, GuMiho's trying to stand in. Another orbital command goes down. GuMiho has a backup. He's got more. He's got like 3 backups available. It's just he's not safe enough to do it, is the problem. Yeah, forcing a liftoff on this weird base location from GuMiho. Hey, remember how the space up the right side was safe for like 3 minutes? Yep, it's dead now. And that orbital's gonna die too. I mean, this is Battle Cruiser joining the party from GuMiho. If you keep moving and dodge Corrosive Vials, you could really do a lot of good work with Battle Cruisers here. All right. Drones those. Some of them going down to a little bit of a Hellion run by in the bottom left. GG. What the perfect ending to that game. Neural Parasite gets in there. Bam! Both battle cruisers die at the same time that GuMiho GG's out. He's got, what does he have left? He's got 2 more BCs back home. Does he really? Okay, gotta back it up even further, I guess. So he's got 2. Is he making 2? Yeah. Okay. So these 2 died. He had 2 more I love this, like, hey, you dove too deeply. Well, bam. Cool. So yeah, there were still 2 battle cruisers back home. But 6 tanks, 7 Hellions, 4 Thors, and 2 battle cruisers. Not really enough against a maxed out Dark with Roach Ravager. Oh, he's got some Swarm Hosts in the mix too. Sure, why not make some of those? I'm not going to tell you not to do that. You're Dark. So yeah, look. 37,000 resources lost from Dark, but he took 36,000 from GuMiho. That's what you do against MECH. Like, that is how you play it, yo. Yeah, you're going to lose a lot of stuff, but you can be pretty cost effective with a lot of those Corrosive Biles. With the Neural Parasites, especially some Broodlords in the mix, some Swarm Hosts while you're at it. And yeah, you can take down 24 Siege Tanks. Those are definitely priority targets. 11 Thors, 2 Orbitals, and 2 Planetaries in only 19 minutes. And no hatcheries died, 8 drones died. And really, those drones that died, not even a big deal. It was towards the very end of the game in the bottom left there. And look how much of the map is creeped. Look at that mini-map and tell me how much of the map is creeped. Like 80%? 85? It's too much. The MECH was not able to get the harassment out there that he needed to. I talked about this. MECH needs to harass the Zerg player. They can't let them go up to 9 bases while they're kind of trying to power up. You got to get in there and kill workers. You got to get in there and maybe drop some Widow mines. You got to do something to kill more than 8 drones in 20 minutes. So GuMiho did his best. It was fun, but Dark is just too powerful. And he is going to get the win in this winner's match of Group C for GSL, which gets him a spot in the playoff. Well done, Dark. Not too surprised, but kind of a fun way to see things end there with the Neural Parasite on those battle cruisers. 69 SCVs died from GuMiho, too. Nice. And no Cloak Banshees. Again, maybe that would have been nice. Maybe the Cloak Banshees could have slowed down the economy a little bit. Hard to say. All right, that was fantastic. That was really, really good by Dark, and that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.